Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ria and today we're gonna be ranking romance tropes in books. I wanted to do this for a while now, but I've been putting it off because I didn't have the time. My exams are going on right now and I'm still filming this YouTube video because YouTube comes first. Who cares about exams? So yeah, today we're gonna be ranking romance tropes. I have my laptop over here and I'm gonna screen record and put it over here. My laptop is turned off. Great. And I've seen many creators doing this, many booktubers doing this. I mean, tier ranking stuff is really popular on YouTube and I wanted to try this for a long time now. So I'm really excited to rank these tropes, and I have some controversial opinions as well for some of these. So tell me down in the comments what you feel about these specific tropes. If you have any favorite tropes that you hate, tell me down in the comments. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. We're gonna go through the tiers first that I have made. First is on the bottom of the list, special place in hell. Pretty obvious. I hate these tropes. These tropes deserve to be in a special place in hell, like the bottom pits of hell. This is where these tropes belongs. I absolutely hate these tropes. Next is not the biggest fan. Again, pretty obvious. I'm not the biggest fan of these. I don't hate them, but I don't like them either. So that's where those tropes will go. Next is it depends. Now there are some tropes that it really depends how the author does it and how the book portrays it. It really depends on the characters, on the book, on the writing, on the author. It depends on a lot of things. So it can be a hit or a miss for me. So that's why there's a it depends tier as well. Next is it's fine, I guess. Again, pretty self-explanatory. It's fine, I guess. Nothing too special. It's just fine. Next up, love with way too many E's. So again, very obvious. I love these tropes. I would read books that have these tropes in it and I absolutely love these. And the first trope, last but not the least, obviously, inject this into my veins. Now these are the tropes that I absolutely love, that I love to see, and I eat this up every single time. Like, I have a special connection with tropes like these. So yeah, these are all the tiers we'll be working with today, and this video is just specifically for romance tropes. So if you want to see a more wider version of this, a more broader spectrum of tropes, I could do a video about that as well. Not just romance tropes, but just book tropes in general, but I just wanted to do romance tropes first because it is easy. So yeah, let's start finally by tier ranking these tropes. First up is friends to enemies to lovers. Starting off really strong. Now I just want you to guess where I'll put this. I'll give you 3 seconds. If you guessed inject this into my veins, you are right. You are right. Congratulations. Clap for yourself. Because this trope has a special place in my heart. Like, this is far better than enemies to lovers in my opinion. Enemies to lovers is just, we'll get to that, but this is just so much more superior to enemies to lovers or friends to lovers, because they were friends first, then they become enemies, and then they become lovers. So that is just the roller coaster of emotions in these kind of books is insane. And I love books like these. I've not read many books like these. So if you have any recommendations for this trope, please tell me down in the comments, because I absolutely love these tropes. Because I absolutely love books with this trope in it. This will go on the top of the list. I don't think anything is gonna match this, if I'm being completely honest. Second one is good boy, bad girl. So this is basically like bad boy, good girl reverse. And I've not read many books with this. Honestly, I think I've only read Wattpad and AO3 books with this. I have not read any physical books. So I don't have a lot of opinions about this. But something I've noticed with this trope is that the bad girl is not like bad, in the sense she's just mean for no reason. At least what I have seen, and this is from my experience on Wattpad and AO3, because I've not read any physical books with this trope. But the girl is just extremely rude for no reason and is extremely entitled and just not a good person in general. So yeah, I've not read many books with this trope, but I think I'll just put it in it depends, because it really depends how you do this trope. Because the bad into good, however the gender is, it is way too overdone, and it mainly just has the same plot most of the time, so it gets repetitive after some time. So I'm really gonna put it in it depends, because it really does depend a lot with how you do it. If there's something unique in it, I absolutely love it, but me personally, I have not seen a lot of unique stuff done with this trope. It's mostly the same thing done over and over and over again. Next up, age gap. Automatic side eye for anybody who likes this trope. Okay, next up is age gaps. Age gaps. Yeah, this deserves a special place in hell. I will never understand how people like this trope. I never will. Okay, these age gaps. Okay, there are two types of age gaps in books. The first one, that is more common that I've seen, is a little minor with a 35-year-old or a 40-year-old. So like a 16-17-year-old girl with a 40-year-old, or just a newly turned 18-year-old with a 35-year-old, which is concerning, which is problematic, which is not good. I hate it. I don't like it. It makes me really uncomfortable. And especially those books where they're like, oh, she just turned 18, she is like an adult now, but it does not matter. There's a 35-year-old dating an 18-year-old. This is not okay. This trope kind of reminds me of the stuff that's been going on in the K-drama industry right now with that guy. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. If you don't, I'm pretty sure you can Google it, but I'm not going to get into that. But I hate age gap tropes with my entire heart and soul. From the bottom of my heart, I hate these tropes. And I know there are age gap books where the age gap is still decent, where they both are proper adults, where maybe like one is 25 and the other is 35 or something like that. Age gaps like that are still fine, even though I don't like it too much. There's just this power dynamic that I always notice, and I find it really, really uncomfortable to see or read. And not just in like books, in TV shows and movies as well. It is just really uncomfortable, and I hate it. I don't like it. I hate reading about it. I hate watching it. I hate all the aspects of age gaps. What do you mean she's 18 and he's 35? I don't care if she's technically an adult. Call the police. I am calling the police on you if no one else will. I am calling the police on you. Beware. So yeah, the 35-year-olds in these books and this trope deserve a special place in hell. Let's move on, because I might get mad talking about this. The next one is bad boy, good girl. Not the biggest fan, honestly. Again, like the good boy, bad girl, it is just too overdone. Like, it is too overdone. And again, with the bad boy one, some books are good, but in some books, this guy is just mean, rude for absolutely no reason. And oh, of course, he wears leather jackets, he rides a motorcycle, and he probably plays B or something. And it's just so overdone. And the good girl is always this innocent little girl that can do no harm, that knows nothing about the world, that is just too innocent for the world. And it just pisses me off so much. Bad boy will probably be like ride a bike. The good girl will probably be a nerd or something. They're like, I would never like someone like you, but then they end up falling in love anyway. Yeah, I don't hate this trope, but it's just I would not actively want to read something with this trope. Next one is sports romance. Okay, this as well. I've never read a physical book with sports romance. I don't think I'm actually really interested in sports romance, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know, I just don't feel like reading any sports romance. I've just never been interested in reading sports romance. I really don't know where to put it. It's fine, I guess. I'll just put it in fine. Because I have never actually read a real physical book with sports romance, and the Wattpad and AO3 ones, they're still fine. Next up, workplace romance. Workplace romance. I really need to think about this. I think it's cute. Okay, I think it's cute. I'm just gonna put it in it's fine, I guess. I think it's cute, but if both the main leads have like similar positions in the firm, if one is a boss and one is an employee, I don't, not the biggest fan of that, because again there's just this weird power dynamic which is I'm not the biggest fan of again. But I still like workplace romances. Some of them are done really well. Next up is single parent. I absolutely love. It's just so cute. Okay, it is cute. Okay, I'm gonna present to you a scenario where maybe like the kids don't like anybody except their parent's partner. Like the dynamic between the parent and their partner, the parent's partner and the kid, it is just so wholesome and cute, and I love to see it. And these stories like these are so heartwarming. Okay, next up is Grumpy into Sunshine. Okay, I know a lot of people love this trope, but me personally, it's like, again, Grumpy Sunshine is just overdone so much. It does not matter who the grumpy one is, who the sunshine one is, because the grumpy one is always just too grumpy. In the sense, like, okay, I know that's what the trope is, but like the grumpy one is just too grumpy, or they're just too rude, or they're just too cold, or they're just really mean. And the sunshine one is just too overly happy. Like it's just, dude, okay, they're just too happy for me to like process. Part of the sunshine one is actually has a really traumatic past, but they just act happy for others' sake. And the grumpy one also has something really traumatic. They both have traumatic histories, but they deal with it in their own way, and then they find each other, and then they deal with it together, they heal together. Okay, that's fine, that's cute and all, but like it's just overdone. Okay, it's overdone, and I'm tired of seeing the same plot again and again and again. Okay, something unique. I need something unique. So if you have any like Grumpy Sunshine recommendations as well, where the plot is like unique, I would like to see that. But for now, I'm gonna put it, it's fine, I guess. I mean, I do like reading Grumpy and Sunshine, but sometimes it's just like, yeah, it can be overdone. And if it's a really really good plot, I will really like it. But if it's not, it can be really hit or miss with Grumpy and Sunshine. Next up is One of Us is Famous. On one hand, I really love this trope, but on the other hand, you just know there's a third act breakup coming in this. They're always gonna be like, oh, you're famous, I'm out of your league, and we cannot be together because of the fans. And it's just like, it is so useless and so like unnecessary. You just know there's a third act breakup coming up, and you know, it just pulls you out of the book. I mean, it pulls me out of the book because I just know something like that is gonna happen. But I do love the One of Us is Famous trope. I would really like something like that to happen to me. It would be so cool. If there's no like stupid third act breakups, or if there's no misunderstandings between the two, you know, I've seen good books with this, but like mostly on Wattpad and AO3. Again, I've not read any physical books with this. Now that I'm doing this video, I realize I'm not read a lot of these tropes in physical books. To clarify something, I don't actually read romance books a lot. That's why I have not read many physical books with these tropes in it. But I have read a lot of AO3 and Wattpad. I think that should count as reading, okay? Please. I'm gonna put it in love. Okay, I do love the trope. If it does not have any unnecessary drama, if it does not have unnecessary misunderstanding or unnecessary third act breakups, I love this trope. Next up, cheating. Guess where that is going? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Obviously, everybody hates this, like cheating in books, in general, in real life. Like, cheating deserves a special place in hell, not just in books but in general in real life as well. Me personally, okay, if I found my partner cheating, like in the future when I get a boyfriend, if I found him cheating, I'm leaving ASAP, and I'm leaving after I set his house on fire. Fake dating. Fake dating is like, again, overdone. I just feel like so. I keep saying this about all the tropes, I feel like, and I'm sorry if I keep saying the same things, but fake dating is also so overdone because like they're just gonna end up together. Like I've yet to see like a unique fake dating book. I actually want to read a book where they fake date and they don't actually end up together. Like that would be really nice, and where they don't actually fall in love. That would be honestly so interesting to see. Maybe I should write a book like that. Would you read a book like that? Tell me in the comments. Should I write a book like that? Just two friends just fake date for their own convenience, but they don't actually fall in love. Tell me you wouldn't read something like that. Honestly, okay, it does not have to be about romance always, and I would like to see something unique with it. I don't hate it, but it's like I'm not the biggest fan of fake dating, and I wouldn't actively read a fake dating book unless it has unless I see people saying that it has a really good plot, and maybe if they don't end up together in the end, I genuinely want to read a book like that. Should I, like, okay, tell me right now if I should start writing a book with a plot like that, where they fake date and they don't end up together, or they don't fall in love, or they just stay friends at the end. I would read something like that. Friends to lovers. I just wanted to guess where that will go. A lot of people are not the biggest fans of Friends to Lovers, but me personally, dude, I love Friends to Lovers. It's just so good. Like, the tension in between the main characters, it's just, I've always wanted to experience like a Friends to Lovers in my life. Unfortunately, I haven't, as you can tell. But like, dude, it would be so amazing to actually experience something like that in real life. And to see that in books, it's just so cute and so wholesome, and absolutely, dude, I love it. Okay, I don't think you understand how much I love this trope. This trope has my whole heart. I've noticed in most of like Friends to Lover books, it's not the same exact thing over and over again. There are some variations, there are some unique things added to in it as well, which is why I like it so much. And it's always like that, will they, won't they? I mean, that's in enemies to lovers, I know that, but in Friends to Lovers as well, it's like, will they, won't they, or when will they? So I'm gonna put it in, inject this into my veins, obviously. Like, I need my Friends to Lovers to happen in real life. It's not a want, it's a need. Okay, next up is brother's best friend. I want some coffee, dude. Should I go and make some coffee? Okay guys, I bought some chai and toast. We're gonna continue with chai and some toast. Brother's best friend. I don't have any thoughts about this, so I'm just gonna put it in it's fine, I guess, or it depends. Okay, I don't know where to put it, but I really don't have a lot of thoughts about this trope. It can be a really hit or miss, me personally. Next up is forced proximity. I'm not a biggest fan of forced proximity. Controversial, I know. People love this trope. I know I might get hated for that, because people on booktube and bookstagram really love this trope. As far as I've seen, I don't think I've ever seen anybody not like forced proximity. Next up, fated mates. The amount of hatred I have for this, it's like, I don't know if it's the fan fictions or like, I really don't know, but I hate this trope. I just feel like it's just, do you really have to put that in there? The story would have been fine without it, and I just feel like the author is forcing them into this relationship. It just feels really forced, in my opinion. Next up, love triangle. If you can't tell by my face where this is going to go, this is obviously going to go in special place in hell. I cannot. I just no. I cannot deal with love triangles. It is just so annoying. It just really is. I'm so tired of seeing love triangles. Just not just in books, but in movies, shows, K-dramas. I'm just so sick of seeing love triangles. Like, if I come to know that there's like a love triangle in a book or in a show, I just skip that show entirely. No matter how good the reviews are, I just skip it because I just cannot stand it. The main character always ends up choosing the bad one or the red flag. Somehow, always. She ends up choosing the one that is not like good, or at least the one that I don't like. You know what happens? The second lead is the good one and the main lead is the bad one, right? So everyone thinks she's gonna choose the good one, right? Like, that is the best option. But the author decides, no, we're gonna turn this good one into a red flag. Like, they're gonna do a full 360 on the personality for no reason. So they can make it seem like the first lead or the main lead is the better option for this. And it's just so annoying. And I always end up liking the one who does not get chosen, so it just hurts more. And the love triangle is always between like best friends or two brothers, and that is just so annoying. And I just feel like it's so unrealistic that two brothers or two best friends will just automatically just fall for the same girl. I mean, I'm pretty sure that does happen sometimes, but like me personally, if I found out that me and my best friend like the same guy, I would like be out of there. Like, I would be off the grid, and I would just automatically lose feelings for that guy. I don't know, that's just how my brain works. If I find out that my best friend or someone close to me likes the same guy that I do, I just automatically lose feelings. The next one is bodyguard romance. I actually really like bodyguard romance. No explanation. I don't really know if there's an explanation needed, but I just really love bodyguard romances. Okay, next up is forbidden love. I'm really thinking about where I should put this. It's usually just like, I love you, we love each other, but we cannot be together. Forbidden love, I think it's mostly where they're enemies, like from different sides of the war or something like that. I think it is fun to read. I mean, it's actually not fun to read. I cry a lot in books like these, but like, it is still fun to read. I'm gonna put it in it's fine, I guess. Like, I'm not like a huge fan, but I like it. Wait, should I put it in love? I think I'm just gonna put it in love, because I do love forbidden love romance, because it's like someone would love you even though you're not supposed to be together. Next up is right person, wrong time. Dude, right person, wrong time. Just gonna put it in it's fine, I guess, because I've not read many books with right person, wrong time. But I also feel like these books are also really emotional and really sad. So I do like it, but it's like, I also feel like if it's the right person, like, there's no need for right or wrong timing if it's the right person. Next up is second chance. I'm not the biggest fan of second chance. I see a lot of people liking this trope. Like, sometimes the things they have done to each other are just so horrible. I don't know how they could give the other person a second chance. Okay, next up is right person, not enough time. So basically someone dies in the end, and that is truly heartbreaking, and I hate to see that happen. But you know what, I'm gonna inject that into my veins right now, because I like pain. I like to cry. I like pain. I like reading emotional books. I like crying over books. I like crying over fictional characters, and it is just so much fun. Okay, next up, only one bed. Okay, controversial opinion coming up. I know a lot of people love this trope, but I just don't. Like, I don't hate the trope, but I don't like it either, because again, it's the one bed trope is just so overdone. Like, they get to a hotel or they get to a place, and then they find out there's only one bed. and they're like, oh my god, what are we gonna do now? And then they sleep on one bed, or someone sleeps on the floor, and then they get a nightmare. Someone gets a nightmare, and then they come up on the bed and they're sleeping on the same bed, and then they're like, it's the same thing over and over again, and it's just not interesting to me anymore. And another reason I don't like the one bed trope is because I don't like sleeping with others on a bed. I want the bed to myself. I like to spread out like this and sleep. Okay, that's why I like being alone. I like to sleep alone on one bed. So yeah, I want a bed to myself. I don't care if you're having a nightmare, you can sleep on the floor, or you can sleep on the bed. I'll sleep on the floor. That's fine by me, because you won't catch me sleeping with someone else on the same bed unless it's like a really like king size or like a really huge bed. And even then I'm just so uncomfortable because I cannot move around freely. Like, I move around a lot when I sleep. I just like my open space. Okay, so the one bed trope, I'm just gonna put it in the not the biggest fan. Next up is childhood best friends to lovers. Okay, you know where this is going to go. If you don't, that's unfortunate, but this is going to go in the top tier. Obviously, inject this into my veins. I love this trope, and it is just so fun to see, and this is so fun to watch. It is not just friends to lovers, it's like childhood best friends to lovers. Like, they know everything about each other. They have been together since like they were 3 or 4 years old. They have been each other's rock in the hardest times. They've been together through their hardest time. They've been together in their happiest times. Always been together, and it is so much fun to watch when they like slowly like start having feelings for each other, and they're like, the realization hits that, oh my god, I'm in love with my best friend. And then they're like scared. They're like, oh, the other person is like, oh, I like you too. And then they start dating, and that's so much fun. It's like, it's so heartwarming, and it's so cute, and I love to read it. Next up is Strangers to Lovers. Strangers to Lovers is just any typical romance book, pretty much. So I'm just gonna put it in, it's fine, I guess. Next up is I Hate Everyone But You. This really depends. I hate everyone but you, but the guy is just rude, the guy is just mean, the guy just kills everybody for no reason, the guy is psychotic, the guy is crazy, but he is sweet to this one girl. And that's not normal. You need to see a therapist. But there are some cases where it's done well, and I do like it. I think it would be fun to have something like that in your life. Or would that be toxic? That's how possessive behavior starts. Possessive behavior, obsessive behavior, and these are the kind of people who always want to know where you are and what you're doing and who you're with. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but it's fine, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in it depends, because it really does depend. Sometimes it's done really well, sometimes it's not done really well. Next up, accidental pregnancy. You know where this is going. Oh my god, who would have thought? Special place in hell. Next up is enemies to lovers. Again, controversial opinion. I'm like, okay, look, you need to hear me out, okay? I do love this trope if it's done right. Okay, hear me out. Because again, enemies to lovers is just so overdone. Enemies to lovers is basically the same thing. Always. They're both from opposite sides of the wall. They're both on the opposite sides of like something. Okay? And then they accidentally they fall in love, and then there's like a dagger scene, and someone tries to poison someone, and then someone tries to drown someone. And like, okay, me personally, how on earth would you ever fall in love with your enemy? Because I could never do that. Just me personally. And it could be a little overdone sometimes, but if it's done well, then it's fine. I have read some really good enemies to lovers. I like it, so I'm just gonna put it in love. I do love it. So sometimes, like some days I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, I love enemies to lovers. And sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't get the hype about enemies to lovers. I'm just gonna put it in it depends. Next up, love at first sight. I don't believe in love at first sight or insta love. I believe in crush at first sight, but not a love at first sight. But because I don't know, it just does not seem realistic, because how could you literally fall in love with someone just by seeing them? I'm just gonna put it in hell. Next up, slow burn. We all love some good slow burn, and it's like, come on, everybody loves slow burn when it's done right. Obviously, if the slow burn is way too slow, then I might lose interest, but if the slow burn is done right, then it's really really good. Mafia romance. I've read way too many Wattpad Mafia fan fictions to ever recover from it. I'm just gonna put it in, it's fine, I guess. Next up is bully. Absolutely not. No. Get out of my face. This deserves to be in a special place in hell. Because what do you mean you pushed me down the stairs yesterday, but now you're confessing to me, telling me, oh, I did it because I love you? Dude, get out of my face before I punch you. I will never understand how people like bully romance, and people like actively read books like this. Then it is so toxic. It is just the guy almost literally kills the girl, and then they somehow end up together. Me personally, I could never forgive something like that. I would probably go and burn that guy's house down, and I would push that guy down the stairs. Okay, I'm petty like that. Sweet, sweet revenge. I love that. Okay, so that is it for today. So yeah, that's pretty much it. These were all the tropes, and some of these were controversial, some of these were, I think, fine. I'm pretty sure some of these will shock some people. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. Comment down below a black heart emoji if you watched until the end. Comment down below a black emoji so I know that you stayed until the end and you watched until the end. Comment down below if you have any opinions about the tropes that I mentioned, or other tropes that you might want to see me rank. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Go follow me on Instagram. It will be over here, and I will also link it down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night. Until next time, peace.